Hells Angels took the gun away from him. That's how he shot
Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm your host, Grindhouse Grotto, and today I'm going to be discussing the James Bond series, in particular James Bond 25. If you are like me and you're a hardcore James Bond fan, then you've been patiently waiting to hear any kind of news in regards to this upcoming sequel for James Bond 25. I'm here today, guys, to tell you today's a good day. Today we received news that James Bond 25 has officially received its title. It is a working title at this point. It could change up until the release. But what they are working off of right now is called Shatterhand. Let that sink in, guys. Shatterhand. You can't make this shit up, okay? I don't know how I feel about this title. It's not impressive. I hope they don't keep with this title. I hope they actually change it to something else. There's been a big uproar on social media for this title. It's just not a satisfying title if you are going to wrap up Daniel Craig's character in this new film. We've been following Daniel Craig's story. His story arc started in Casino Royale, and basically every film that he's filmed in has continued the story from Casino Royale. So they are wrapping up Daniel Craig's story arc in this film. And, you know, we all know that Daniel Craig is moving on from the series after this film. I don't know what to say. What I do know in regards to this film, which is good news, is this is going to be based off of a novel that came out in 2001 called Never Dream of Dying, which to me actually sounds like a better title. And a lot of the movies that have come out in the James Bond universe have been based off of the novels, and for whatever reason, you know, the Broccoli family, they're the ones producing these films, and you know, Barbara Broccoli, she's the daughter of Albert Broccoli, and she has been selecting the titles ever since she took over in 1995 when Albert Broccoli passed away. And she has refused to use any titles of the novels that have come out, probably because they've been written by authors and not written by her production team. So, I don't know, guys. Never Dream of Dying sounds like a phenomenal title. I've actually never read the book. I'm gonna, you know, be studying it all the way up until the release of this movie to kind of get a better idea of what's gonna happen in this movie. All I know is that this is going to be wrapping up Daniel Craig's story arc from the first movie that he did, which was Casino Royale, all the way up to now. We saw the results of Spectre, where, you know, we got introduced to Blofeld's character. What we do know about Daniel Craig's story arc is that it is a prequel to all the other films that came out. So these are the events leading up to the you know, introduction of Blofeld. We've seen Blofeld in many different movies in the James Bond series, you know, going all the way back to the beginning. And this Daniel Craig story arc has always been about introducing Blofeld and, you know, James Bond's relationship with that character. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm dedicated, guys, to giving you any news that I hear as far as James Bond. I am a super James Bond nerd. I've got all the movies on VHS. I've got them on DVD. I've got them on Blu-ray. Lord help me when they release them on 4K. I'm going to have to go out and shell out to buy 25 films on 4K. It starts getting really expensive, so, you know, we'll see what happens. But I am super excited, guys. What do you think about this new title, Shatterhand? Does it sound promising to you? What do you think about the other title for the novel, Never Dream of Dying? I feel like that sounds very much like James Bond. I really think they need to consider giving it that title since they're basing it off that novel. Now we'll have to see how much, you know, of the story they use from the novel, because they could just basically be using a little bit of information from that novel, but we'll have to see. Anyways, guys, I wanted to share that update with you. I'm really pumped. I can't wait to hear more about this movie. It's been in production hell for the last couple years. They've been switching directors. They've had some problems with, you know, Daniel Craig and his ideas on the script, and, you know, what the directors want to do and what the production team wants to do. So it looks like they're finally settling in on what the story is going to be about. They've got Daniel Craig locked in. They're probably going to start looking for his successor you know, to play James Bond after him. So it's going to be a lot of information coming out, and I'm really excited to give you all that information. So stay tuned as I give you James Bond updates. As always, guys, if you enjoy this content, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future content. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy.